Okay, hello Edmund Neva. This is Eric. We're taking a look at the house here on Marble Mountain, and you're going to see some people as we walk through. That's Mike over here on the left. He's a general handyman who's going to be handling some of the work, and we've got Matt here who's probably going to be handling the painting. I'm having them draft up some bids right now on different parts of this. I'm also meeting a general contractor here on Thursday. I'm going to start talking to a cleaning service and a window service and a landscaper, and I hope between all of those different people and their small teams of supporters they've got and assistants that we can turn this house around in roughly a month when escrow closes. That's going to be my strategy of what I'm trying to do on this. Just to remind you a little bit of the place here, I'm going to shoot you the video and we're going to walk through it. It's a big place, and I try to run these at about 10 minutes long. So we'll do the best we can on that. I always like with a nice pan of the neighborhood to start off with. And I'm hoping this just kind of reminds you too about what you bought. Now we're going to walk inside. We're going to take a look. I'll talk on some of the work that needs to be done, but I'm probably not going to hit everything as we go through. Start with on the door frame, you see some dings and stuff around in. We're going to be doing some touching up on the exterior, making all of this fresh, giving it a really nice entryway. Okay, right here as we walk in, notice the hardware on the door does not match. So we're going to keep the front door, but we are going to repaint it, okay, and make that really pretty and new. We also have some molding, and this is throughout the house because the former owners had a dog and things are chewed up and they're in different spots. But look at what's good. Tile floors all through it, beautiful staircases going up to the second floor, high ceilings that are in here. The house itself is a great home. It just needs an overall rehaul and redoing of a lot of things. If you guys need to walk in, just walk in past me, but realize that I'm going to be talking. You got a dining room area here. Okay, again, notice the tile floor. There's a lot in here. Now, what is kind of yucky, and I don't get why anybody just doesn't do it. Look at how they just let the corners on their molding get roughed up over the time. Again, probably a dog, that's doing it. I don't know, or a very messy family that was in here, because they did that in a number of places. Okay, so we're going to be putting Mike on molding through the house and some of the closets that need to be refurbished a little bit. Matt's going to be handling general drywall repair and repainting, texturizing it, bringing it all new in. He's going to use as much of the same colors as he can through the house, which is probably going to be 90% or more of it. But where he can, he might put in some different coffee colored walls to just give it some accent walls throughout the home. I'm kind of showing you through here the family room area, the dining room area, the kitchen. A lot here that can be done. Mike's going to be trying to match this cabinet door. Okay, that's cracked. It's the one in the kitchen that's not great, and probably will go to the manufacturer and replace it. But then to make sure we've got the exact same thing, we'll take one like this one here, which is in a less obvious spot, and replace that one, then put the new one, which may or may not have an exact 100%, because if something is a 99% match, your eye's always drawn to the 1% that it's not a match. So we'll put it into a less obvious spot so we can make it as nice as possible. But not a lot. We did notice there's a little bit of sink leak under the sink. The toilets aren't draining correctly, but again, those are usually just changing the guts out in the toilet, which is not an expensive thing to do. Fixing a pipe underneath the sink, that sort of thing. Matt, the painter, who you'd probably like because he's Korean too, and he's a real hard-working guy. We've used him on a dozen different jobs. He's going to fix this. It's not showing up great on the camera up here. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There you go. That brought it into focus. He's going to fix that stuff there, and says he can retexturize it and you won't notice nothing. Okay? In the family area, if you remember, there's no tile around the fireplace, but somebody at some time had taken the time to kind of draw it out. I think that's showing up on the camera there. Okay? We're going to bring in a tile setter, and Mike will work with him on that there, and they'll make that nice. And our intentions are to tie in the colors of the kitchen, of that black and tan colors of the cabinet and the countertop, and put that into some sort of tile pattern around the fireplace. Okay? Floorboards will still be done with that kind of very white, kind of coffee white color. That's done. Keep with the lighter cream coffee colors for the walls. The drywall will get fixed. Hopefully, I'm going to bring in a cleaner to do a little bit of pre-cleaning even before the painters go on. Because these cabinets, it's kind of hard to show up, but there are some spots on it. That one you kind of can see a spot. That's more of a ding there from the door hitting it. But we're going to try to not do as much in this room as we can and just hope that a general cleaning will bring it good, although the walls will be repainted in here. Okay, now a lot of the ceilings, actually, as we walk through and we start looking at it with a fine-tooth comb, just very poor paint jobs were done. Probably not by professionals where they bleed onto the ceilings. So, as we looked at it with a finer tooth comb, we're probably going to need to repaint more ceilings than originally thought, but by using as similar of colors for the majority of the house, we'll reduce costs there. We're still hoping we turn it in budget. I will have hard numbers for you before anything is done. This room here, you might remember this one. This is like a room that's on the downstairs off. We deduced today that this was a dance studio. Okay, there you go. Dance studio, dance party 99 or 2012 or whatever it is. It'll get repainted. I've asked Matt if he will give me a price on repainting the floor because there's some pretty serious stains in here. I don't think it'll clean up, although I will put the cleaner on it first and we see how good it comes up before we paint it. Because whatever we can to reduce costs, that is our ultimate goal. Okay, and still have it turn out beautiful. Tub and shower, you don't need to see that. Good cleaning, it'll be fine. Over in the garage, I am going to recommend that we repaint the garage. Okay, there's a drywall hole over there, around the other stuff over there, just dirt. It needs to be fresh, it needs to be cleaned up, otherwise it'll always be the ugliest part of the house. Because this place is going to be beautiful when we're done, and we're going to bring it in on budget. This room was I think an office or a man cave or something like that. This is where probably the husband hung out, and he had his own TV and stereo equipment in that closet. We're going to need to put new closet doors on there and probably remove this rib down here, which just seems set in anyways. It's not really tiled in, so that can be a nice closet again. This room's going to be a functioning bedroom. Okay, we got a bathroom over here on the left, but we don't need to go in there because it's really in good shape and an easy paint job will bring it up. Let's go upstairs. There's a chip in that tile right there, but we're not going to redo that. Okay, let's go upstairs. Hey, there's Mike again.
Hey, I just locked all the windows.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Master bedroom, yeah, stuff like that there. I'm going to bring in a window cleaner before we're done and ask him to remove that one of the that paint silk screen tint, window tinting, that's what it is. The rest of them are in fine shape, so just a window cleaning will do it, but that one there I'll have him remove it and deal with it. We're going to need to bring in an AC guy to check the system on it. We'll get to work on that. The bathroom, pretty good shape overall. I mean, there's some stuff, but that's like paint. A lot of this stuff is somebody else's poor paint job that they did. How y'all doing again? Nice to see you. Closet there, that needs to be painted over, but that can be done. This is the closet. You know, actually on the outside of this room, there's like a little den in a triangle-shaped room. We figured out, looking at this floor plan, that this was probably an option that these owners chose to make this room into a separate kind of den room. Whereas if this wall had been sealed up, okay, right there, that room would have been a closet that you would have accessed off the master bedroom, off the master bath. So anyway, interesting. I'm not recommending you change that back. We can do it much more cost effective the way that we're doing. It does make it for a little bit of a small closet in the master bedroom, but they can put an armoire in there or something to adjust that. One of the little things we found in a couple rooms is this up here, and I don't know why we're missing just a 1-inch gap of molding in a couple rooms, but we are. These closets need to be replaced. I don't know if that's showing up, but that's a crack that's actually running through the closet there. You see that crack moving? Okay. But again, not a big deal, just work that has to be done. This was a little girl's room at some time. Got these pink walls with stars on it. This will all be done coffee colors. Okay, and it'll look beautiful. Over in here, another bedroom. This one's got a ceiling fan in it, which is kind of nice. We will be bringing in an electrician to look at plugs and light switches in the inspector's report. There seemed to be about a dozen of them that didn't work. So we'll get that looked at. Another bathroom in there. Mike checking out his stuff. That bathroom's actually in good shape though. This room here for the upstairs bedrooms was the worst. What I really didn't like is I went through and looked at it. Look at the horrible paint job they did where they got it on the floor. Now, being that it's paint, we can probably clean it off pretty well, but it is going to be a lot of scrubbing for somebody having to do that. So Matt thinks if it's a water-based paint, which he thinks it is, that they will attack it. I will also ask the cleaner to take a look at it. How you doing it? Doing it again? And see if we can do it. So between the two of them, I'm hoping that we can clean that up and make this room just a beautiful, nice bedroom again. Okay? Now, we've gone through the whole house here. My battery's not running low, is it?
That was this.
Oh, that was your thing making it? Okay, good. I see I'm at 11 minutes, and I really like to cut these off at 10, but I'm going to hurry downstairs and touch on the backyard real quick. Okay? See if we can do it. Backyard, some of the biggest things that need to be addressed. You'll remember the stucco. Okay, and we have some stucco work at the front too. Matt's going to freshen up the front and the back with the paint. I'm going to put the general contractor on some stucco repair. Okay, through it. That gate needs to be reattached, as does the gate down at the end there. But again, that's not difficult work. It's just a post that has to be redone. So this whole back area will be repainted, or not all the way to the end, but on the covered part of the patio will all be repainted. The stucco work will be repaired. The white edges as you go down will be fixed all the way down. But the overall effect was that this will all be like brand new. I'm going to bring a landscaper in. We'll get this yard functioning. We want to do this inexpensively as possible, which is probably to just throw down seed and make it work. Put some desert landscaping along the edge. Okay, and get our sprinklers functioning. Mike is going to replace the plywood on this shed out back here, and he's going to direct the sprinklers so they are not hitting it. This window is going to be taken out, and that entire window is going to be removed, and just a new sheet of plywood right over the top, covering the whole thing up as if the window were never there. There's no reason for the window. It's not going to be a place where people live. So there we pretty well have it. I've walked you through the whole thing. We're probably somewhere close to 15 minutes right now, which is several minutes longer than I like these to be. But I hope that kind of gives you an idea that we are moving forward and trying to get some hard assessments on costs and really finishing up. My goal is that to have you all the numbers that you need in the next week to 10 days, as soon as possible, of course. Hopefully even before this coming weekend. And we can really start seeing what costs are going to be on this here. And then we can move forward once escrow closes, roughly a month, maybe 6 weeks top, and have the place looking good. Edmund and Eva, I am at just shy of 14 minutes, so I'm going to be signing off. This is Eric Meeks. Let's do the living room. This is Eric Meeks. Come in. I love that 2-story ceiling. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.